Don't beg for peace. Become it. Harsh, isn't it? But it's the truth most people never want to hear. We chase peace like it's some prize waiting at the end of a long, painful journey. We pray for it, cry for it, scream into pillows hoping the noise will go away. But what if I told you, peace doesn't come to the desperate. It comes to the disciplined. You can't beg your way into a calm mind. You can't buy silence in your soul. You become peace by mastering yourself. That's the part no one wants to do, the hard, uncomfortable part. Because becoming peace means you stop blaming others, you stop fighting every storm, and you learn to stand still while the world burns around you. It's not about avoiding pain. It's about refusing to let it control you. Most people want peace without effort. They want a peaceful life without facing their own chaos. But Stoicism teaches us this. Real peace is not freedom from hardship. It's strength in the face of it. So no, don't beg. Don't wait. Don't hope someone else brings you peace. Be the one who creates it, within yourself, through self-control, through acceptance, through letting go. You don't find peace. You build it, brick by brick, thought by thought, reaction by reaction. It starts with you, always. Don't beg for peace, become it. It sounds like a command, maybe even a challenge. And it should be. Because most of us are stuck waiting for peace to arrive, like it's a gift someone else is supposed to hand us. We treat peace like a reward that comes after life stops being hard. But life never stops being hard. And that's the trap. We keep thinking, if I just fix this one problem, if I just get through this one phase, then I'll finally be at peace. But problems don't stop. Life doesn't slow down. People don't always treat us kindly. The world stays loud, messy, unpredictable. So where does that leave us? Are we supposed to just survive in constant chaos? That's where Stoicism steps in, not to remove the storm, but to teach us how to remain calm inside it. This philosophy isn't about running from the noise. It's about becoming so grounded, so steady, so in control of your inner world that nothing outside of you can shake it. The theme of this video is exactly that. Peace is not something you wait for, it's something you become. It's a mindset, a choice, a skill, and that shift, from hoping for peace to becoming it, changes everything. Because now, you're no longer powerless. You're no longer waiting. You take back control. This doesn't mean you won't feel pain or stress, but it means those things won't own you. It's about learning to stay centered when everything else is falling apart. And the beauty is, this peace doesn't depend on anyone else. It doesn't rely on your job, your relationship, your future. It lives in you. And once you realize that, once you choose to become peace instead of begging for it, you finally begin to live free. Before we dive into today's journey of Stoic wisdom, I want to invite you to be part of something bigger. This channel is driven by a passion to spread knowledge that can transform lives, and with your support, we can continue growing. By joining our membership community, you'll get exclusive videos, members-only posts, and live Q&As, all designed to help you dive deeper into philosophy. Your support means more than just keeping the content alive. It means we can keep growing together. If this resonates with you, join us through the link in the description. 1. The illusion of waiting for peace. We live in a world that constantly tells us that peace is out there. In a vacation, in a new relationship, in a better paycheck, in some future moment where everything finally lines up. But here's the harsh reality. That version of peace is a lie. Because the world doesn't owe us calm. People won't always be kind. Circumstances don't stay perfect. And if your peace depends on everything going right, you'll never have it. This is why the idea of becoming peace matters so much. It puts the power back in your hands. Stoicism teaches us that the only thing we truly control is ourselves, our thoughts, our reactions, our choices. So why do we give that power away, hoping the world will make us feel okay? Think about it. How often do you let someone else's words ruin your entire day? How often do you wait for the weekend just to feel a little calm? How often do you blame the world for your inner restlessness? That's the cycle Stoicism wants to break. And it's not just philosophy, it's survival. Because peace built on control is fragile. But peace built on inner strength, that's unshakable. This idea matters because our peace is too important to leave to chance. When you become peace, you're no longer at the mercy of your moods or your environment. You're no longer reacting to every trigger. You move with purpose. You speak with clarity. You live from the inside out. It's not about becoming numb or emotionless. It's about becoming wise enough to choose your responses, strong enough to let go of what you can't change, and calm enough to protect your energy like it's sacred, because it is. The truth is, waiting for peace is passive. Becoming peace is powerful. That's why this idea is not just useful. It's necessary. Number 2, the trap of external peace. One of the biggest lies we've been told is that peace is something we find out there, somewhere, in the perfect job, the perfect partner, the perfect moment. We're trained to believe that peace is the result of fixing everything around us. So we keep chasing, fixing, begging, hoping. And every time something goes wrong, a bad day, a rude comment, a failure, we feel like we've lost our peace again. This belief traps us in a cycle where we're always reacting, always waiting, always dependent. We tell ourselves, I'll be at peace when my life gets easier. But what if it doesn't? What if peace isn't a result, but a decision? The problem is that most people don't realize they're giving their power away. Every time we expect someone else to make us feel better, we hand them control over our emotions. Every time we wait for a moment of silence to feel calm, we make our peace conditional. And life doesn't work like that. There is always noise. There is always uncertainty. So if your peace is based on outside things, you'll always be chasing it, never keeping it. The challenge is that this way of thinking is so normal. Most people never question it. They think peace means escaping stress or avoiding pain. But how often does that really happen? Life keeps throwing things at us. Bills, losses, disappointments, difficult people. So what do we do then? Break down? Shut off? Complain? Or is there another way? Can peace exist even when things go wrong? That's the question Stoicism forces us to ask, because if we don't rethink our approach, we'll spend our entire lives waiting for something that may never come, and miss the chance to become something far more powerful than peaceful moments. We miss the chance to become peace itself. Number 3, becoming the calm within the storm. Now here's where the shift begins. The moment you stop searching for peace out there and start building it within yourself. Stoicism teaches that peace isn't something we find, it's something we practice. It's not tied to comfort or ease. It's tied to clarity. The Stoics believe that we don't control the world, but we do control our minds. And that's where freedom lives. When you adopt this mindset, everything changes. You stop reacting to life like a victim, and you start responding like a builder, someone who is crafting a strong, steady inner life. This isn't about ignoring pain. It's about learning how to carry it without letting it crush you. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic minds, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." That's the heart of this shift. True peace comes from owning your inner space. No matter how chaotic the outside world becomes, you can remain grounded because you've made peace your responsibility, not someone else's gift. Think about it. How often do you feel anxious because you're waiting for something to go your way? How often do you give people the ability to disturb your mood? Now imagine what life would look like if you could feel calm, even when nothing outside is perfect. That's not a fantasy. It's a skill. And it's one you build with discipline, awareness, and choice. Every time you choose not to react in anger, every time you pause before speaking, every time you let go of what you can't control, you're not just being mature, you're building peace. Slowly, daily, brick by brick. This is what Stoicism offers. Not a way out of life's problems, but a way through them. without losing yourself. It's about shifting from, "I hope things calm down," to "I'll be the calm, no matter what happens." That's what it means to become peace. And that's the power of choosing to live from the inside out. Number 4, building inner peace. Step by step. Becoming peace is not about being perfect. It's not about never feeling anger, fear, or stress. It's about learning to carry those emotions without letting them break you. Peace is a skill, not a feeling. And, like any skill, it can be trained. The first step is awareness. You must start noticing how often your mood is controlled by things outside you. Someone's opinion, a delay in your plans, a mistake, or even your own negative thoughts. Don't judge yourself. Just notice. Every time you become aware, you take a step toward control. Once you've built awareness, the next step is acceptance. This doesn't mean giving up. It means understanding that life is full of things you cannot change. People will be unfair, things will go wrong, and pain is part of the human experience. Instead of resisting it, learn to face it calmly. This is where Stoicism truly comes alive. When something upsetting happens, ask yourself, is this in my control? If the answer is no, then your only responsibility is your response. That single question can cut through emotional noise and bring you back to center. The third step is pause before reaction. Most of us are wired to react instantly. Someone says something rude and we snap. Something doesn't go as planned and we complain. But peace lives in the space between the trigger and your response. Practice pausing, even just for a breath, before you react. That moment of stillness gives you the chance to choose, and every time you choose wisely, you grow stronger. Fourth is routine mental training. Just like your body needs exercise to stay healthy, your mind needs structure to stay calm. Read a few lines of Stoic wisdom each morning. Reflect on your thoughts before bed. Write in a journal when you feel overwhelmed. These habits train your mind to respond with clarity instead of chaos. It doesn't have to be long or deep. It just has to be consistent. Fifth, set clear boundaries for your peace. Not everyone deserves access to your energy. Learn to protect your mental space by saying no when needed, walking away from toxic conversations, and refusing to engage in pointless drama. Your peace is your responsibility. Don't hand it over so easily. Next, practice gratitude and detachment together. Stoics weren't cold-hearted. They appreciated life deeply. But they also understood that everything can be taken away. So instead of clinging to things and fearing loss, they practiced enjoying the present fully without becoming attached. Try this. Be deeply grateful, but always remind yourself that you don't own anything. Not people, not moments, not even your good days. This mindset builds resilience. When loss comes, you'll feel it, but it won't destroy you. Another powerful step is to serve others. Inner peace grows stronger when you shift focus from your own pain to helping someone else. You become less consumed by your own worries. You learn empathy, patience, and humility. Even small acts, listening to someone, offering kind words, helping a friend, build a calmer, stronger spirit. Finally, practice silence and solitude. In a world full of noise and distractions, peace is often buried under constant stimulation. Make time every day to sit in silence, even if it's just for 5 minutes. Breathe, reflect, disconnect from your phone, connect with your own thoughts. Peace isn't found in noise. It's revealed in stillness. These steps are not one-time actions. They're a way of living. Some days will feel easy, others will feel like you're failing. That's okay. What matters is showing up every day and choosing to build peace, not wait for it. Over time, you'll notice a shift. You'll stop reacting to every little thing. You'll feel calm even in uncomfortable moments. You'll become someone who brings peace into every room, not by force, but by presence. And that's the greatest power of all. Number 5, facing the inner resistance. Let's be honest. Becoming peace is not easy. At first, it may even feel impossible. You've spent years reacting a certain way, thinking a certain way, depending on outside things to feel okay. So when you start changing that, your mind will resist. It will tell you, this is too hard, or you're not built for this, or other people don't change, so why should you? This resistance is normal. It shows up as frustration, doubt, and impatience. But here's the truth. Resistance is a sign that growth is happening. You're stepping out of old patterns. And of course, that feels uncomfortable. Another common obstacle is emotional pain. Some days, the weight of life will hit you hard. Maybe you lose someone. Maybe your plans fall apart. Maybe you're simply tired. On those days, peace feels far away. You might think, what's the point of all this inner work if life still hurts? But that's exactly when it matters most. Stoicism doesn't promise that pain will disappear. It promises that you'll become stronger than it. When resistance shows up, meet it with patience. You're not weak for feeling overwhelmed. You're human. And the goal isn't to eliminate emotion, but to hold it without losing your balance. Some people will say, this sounds selfish. Shouldn't I care more about others than myself? But becoming peace is not selfish. It's generous. When you're grounded, you're more present. You don't explode on people. You listen better. You handle stress without spreading it. Your peace helps everyone around you. And yes, there will be moments when old habits come back. You'll lose your temper. You'll feel anxious. You'll slip. That doesn't mean you've failed. It means you're learning. Progress is not a straight line. It's messy, real, and human. When the doubts come, return to your why. Why do you want peace? Is it because you're tired of the chaos? Because you're done living at the mercy of everything outside you? Hold on to that reason. Let it anchor you. Let it remind you that this path is worth it. Because the truth is, peace isn't a destination. It's a daily practice. And every time you choose it, even when it's hard, you're becoming something stronger, deeper, and freer than most people ever will. You're becoming peace. And that's the kind of power no one can take from you. Number 6, peace in practice. This idea of becoming peace may sound like a nice philosophy, but it only becomes real when we see it lived out, in ourselves, in others, and throughout history. One of the strongest examples is Marcus Aurelius, Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher. Despite ruling during wars, plagues, and political betrayal, he remained calm and reflective. He didn't wait for the world to calm down to find peace. He wrote in his journal every day, reminding himself that inner strength mattered more than external comfort. He understood that no matter how much power he had, he couldn't control fate. But he could control himself. His writings are still powerful today because they show a man under immense pressure who still chose peace. We also see this mindset in people who faced personal tragedy and didn't let it harden them. Think of Viktor Frankl, who survived the horrors of a Nazi concentration camp. He lost his family, his freedom, and his health. But in the middle of that suffering, he discovered something unshakable, the ability to choose his attitude. He wrote, "Everything can be taken from a man, but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances." He lived the Stoic ideal, proving that even in hellish conditions, peace could be found inside. In more recent times, there are people all around us who quietly embody this truth. The single mother who handles life's stress with grace and patience. The teenager who turns pain into art instead of self-destruction. The worker who doesn't complain, even when things go wrong, because they've trained their mind to focus on what they can control. These aren't famous people, but their peace is real and powerful. They're not begging for easier lives. They're building stronger minds. Even in everyday life, the difference is clear. Think about someone you know who always seems grounded. When things go wrong, they stay calm. When people are rude, they don't react. When life gets heavy, they carry it without letting it crush them. These people aren't lucky. They're practiced. They've chosen to respond to life with discipline and clarity. And chances are they've suffered too, maybe even more than you know. But their peace doesn't come from avoiding pain. It comes from learning how to walk through it with strength and stillness. These real examples show that becoming peace isn't just possible. It's necessary. Life will test you. People will hurt you. Circumstances will challenge you. But if you've built your peace from the inside out, nothing can truly break you. That's what Stoicism offers. Not a way to avoid the storm, but a way to become the calm within it. Number 7, your turn to choose. Now that you've heard the philosophy, the shift in thinking, the steps, and the stories, pause for a moment and ask yourself, what am I waiting for? Are you waiting for life to become easier before you feel peaceful? Are you still hoping someone or something outside of you will bring you that calm? If so, this is your invitation to stop waiting. The peace you're looking for isn't hiding somewhere else. It's already inside you, waiting to be built, protected, and lived. Reflect on the way you react to life. When something goes wrong, do you spiral? When someone disrespects you, do you lose control? When plans fail, do you let the chaos control you? You're not alone in those responses. Most of us live like this for years. But here's the truth. You don't have to keep living that way. Today, you can start making a shift. You don't need a perfect day, a silent environment, or a peaceful world. You just need a clear choice, a decision to build peace from within and protect it like it matters. Because it does. Think of one moment in your day where you usually lose your calm. Maybe it's during traffic, or a tense conversation, or when something small goes wrong. Now ask yourself, how can I choose peace in that moment instead? Not by pretending the problem doesn't exist, but by slowing down, breathing, and reminding yourself that your reaction is your responsibility. That's where peace begins. Not in big declarations, but in small decisions. You don't have to transform overnight, but you can begin today. One pause, one breath, one response you choose instead of react. And slowly, you'll start to notice something powerful. Life may stay messy, but you don't have to. You don't have to beg for peace from others. You don't have to chase it through comfort or control. You can become it, one choice at a time. And when you do, everything changes. You begin to carry your peace into every situation. You become the calm in your relationships, the steady presence in your home, the quiet strength in a noisy world. That kind of peace is rare. That kind of peace is powerful, and it's yours, if you choose to become it. Number 8, take the first step toward becoming peace. If this message spoke to you, even just a little, don't let it fade away. Peace isn't something you wait for. It's something you build. And the first step is simple. Take action. Start by leaving a comment below. Share one moment in your life where you struggled to stay calm, or one situation where you reacted instead of responding. You're not alone in this journey. Your story could help someone else realize they're not alone either. Let's start a real conversation about what it means to become peace in a chaotic world. Your words matter. If this video gave you something to think about, don't forget to like it. It helps us reach others who are searching for clarity and strength, just like you. And if you want more content like this, grounded, honest, and rooted in ancient wisdom like Stoicism, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. This isn't just a one-time message. It's a lifelong practice, and we'll be walking it together, one video, one thought, one choice at a time. But more than watching, do something. Pick one practice from what you heard today. Maybe it's pausing before you react. Maybe it's reading a few lines from a Stoic philosopher each morning. Maybe it's journaling when you feel overwhelmed. Whatever it is, commit to doing it, even for just a week. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start now, with what you have, where you are. Peace isn't built in comfort. It's built in discomfort, in that space where you decide not to let the outside world decide your inner one. And if you want to go deeper, join our community. Surround yourself with people who are also on this path, who understand that true strength is quiet, steady, and built from within. Read books like Meditations by Marcus Aurelius or The Enchiridion by Epictetus. Learn from those who walked this road long before us. Their words are old, but their wisdom is timeless. You have more power than you think. You don't have to wait for others to give you peace. You don't have to chase it through success, relationships, or control. You can become it, starting now. So take the next step. Engage, practice, reflect, and choose peace every single day. Peace is not something you stumble upon. It's not something handed to you or something others can give or take away. The truth is simple and powerful. Don't beg for peace. Become it. That is the heart of Stoicism. You're not meant to wait for life to calm down before you find your center. You're meant to become the center, to carry peace within you no matter what storms rage around you. That inner stillness, that strength, it's built by you, through your choices, your mindset, your discipline, and your daily commitment to live with intention. The world will always be chaotic. People will continue to test your patience. Unexpected challenges will appear when you least expect them, but none of that has to control you. You are not your environment. You are not your emotions. You are the thinker of your thoughts, the master of your response, the builder of your inner life. That's the shift that changes everything. It doesn't mean you stop feeling. It means you stop being ruled by what you feel. That's the kind of peace no one can shake. So if you take one message with you today, let it be this. Peace isn't found. It's formed, forged through practice, cultivated through discipline, strengthened through reflection, and most of all, chosen over and over again when it would be easier to give in to chaos. You already have everything you need to begin. The power is inside you. It always has been. Thank you for watching, for thinking deeply, and for choosing to walk the harder path, the path that leads inward. Don't underestimate the influence your peace can have on others. When you stop reacting, when you start living from a place of calm strength, you give others permission to do the same. You lead by example. You light a way forward. So hold on to this truth. You don't have to chase peace. You can become it, fully, quietly, and without permission from anyone else. If this video sparked something in you, I'd love for you to join our membership community. Your support isn't just about helping the channel survive. It's about creating a space for deeper wisdom and connection. Members get exclusive content, live discussions, and special resources to continue your journey. Together, we can create a movement of growth and understanding. If you're ready to be part of that, click the link in the description and join us today.